Hello everybody, welcome to JTH Reacts. I'm your host JTH, and today it is time for a Movie Trivia Schmoedown. On today's episode, we have a team matchup between E.T.C. and the Wolves of Steel. It was confirmed by Christian Harloff himself via the Movie Trivia Schmoedown official Facebook page that this will be, in fact, a #1 contenders match. The winner of this match will be next in line for a title shot against the champion, the Patriots. As far as who I think will win personally, I will go with the Wolves of Steel, but there is something that makes me cause to pause about that, and I will get into that once the match starts. But without further ado, let's get into the newest Movie Trivia Schmoedown, E.T.C. versus the Wolves of Steel. And let's do this in 3, 2, 1. I'll say off the bat, I really do like the live motions that they do for the openings now.
To the Movie Trivia
Schmoedown up there.
What a big week we have this week. It is the Mark Riley potentially getting to a title week and a title shot for Riley, but this is all about the Wolves of Steel versus E.T.C.
The best hair in the business.
They kind of alluded to it in as I was kind of referencing earlier. The thing that has me a little worried about this match is the fact that Riley does have an upcoming singles title match, and Roka's really been getting under his skin lately. Riley's really been getting emotional about this upcoming match, and I'm hoping that he doesn't look too far ahead preparing for this match. And if he can keep his head in this match, I think they should take this pretty easily. But if anything from the free-for-all competition, where by Riley standards he didn't really look very solid at all. It was, yeah, he had a early draw and all, but ultimately he just didn't look like he had his A game, and it's really making me wonder if he's really 100% right now. He just I don't know, just the fact that Riley's lost to Roka on 2 separate occasions, has the possibility that he could lose for a 3rd time to John Roka. It's going to be really hard to say.
Clark Wolf is back to the Clark Wolf that we saw when she won Rookie of the Year.
Classic.
She had a little bit of a bump when she lost in the Ultimate Schmoedown, but since she won against JTH, even that match against Riley where she barely lost, she is focused. She is ready to go, and she really wants that title. So I'm telling you, I think that the ETC is going to have a lot to handle tonight.
And I'm getting late word from a drunk Josh McCougar who is over at Wood Ranch right now. On the wheel is horror thriller, but not Southern California IPAs. That does not work well for ETC.
Disaster.
Well, let's hear from both of these guys. ETC, who certainly likes to talk some smack, and the Wolves of Steel.
Wolf, it's a big week for you, buddy.
Yeah, well, it's a big week.
This video
for us.
Yeah.
unofficially sponsored by Coke.
We get through,
So check in the mail.
etc. We get a title shot and taking on those big mouths, the Patriots. But eye on the ball, I get it. Elliot and yeah, thank you. We got to take them on first.
Still a little bitter about the politics in this whole Schmoedown.
The one thing about ETC, obviously, is they kind of just referenced
like the average American workers trying
Ricky. Ricky right there. He is definitely the B player, and at times he has the potential to be a C player, D player, D- player.
We had to go against each other, which was rough, but it went down to the wire.
Elliot Dewberry, with all of his antics
right now,
and all the other crap,
Probably the most
he
overrated team in the league would have to be the Wolves
lead
of
player
Steel.
of this group.
They got more camera time than anyone else. Collider just gives
He'll need to
them
bring
jobs
his A+
behind the
game if he's going to win this matchup,
it's a
but
huge
he has the potential to do it.
kind of thing going on here, and I don't like it.
It's strange to be called overrated when you win. I mean, it just seems weird for somebody to say overrated when one person can fall asleep in the middle of a match and not get a question right, and then turn around and call us overrated. I just find, sorry, I choked on my own joke there. Excuse me.
Wolves of Steel, listen up. I think today we're going to find that these wolves have no teeth. They are not made of steel. They're made of aluminum. A very weak metal.
You've had half a good showing every once in a while, but we're coming for you because
half a good showing from half of the team.
Overrated. We're gonna win. That's what we do. We win.
I love you guys over there, but I'm sorry. We gotta take you down because we want those team belts, and you're in the way. Bye-bye.
Period.
I mean, ETC calling out the Wolves of Steel, saying that they're overrated, and then the Wolves of Steel calling back exactly why they're not overrated. So we're going to find out today.
It is interesting, based on the rankings, ETC is actually ranked higher than the Wolves of Steel, which is in hindsight kind of laughable, but
victory to catapult themselves into the title shot against the Patriots in less than a month away.
Let's go to the story of the Scotch, the tale of the tape.
There is the tale of the tape. You got ETC. A lot of question marks as far as what they know, because you never know. It could be 80s movies, it could be comedies, it could be comic book movies.
It could be nothing. It could be nothing at all.
You just never know with these guys. And the Wolves of Steel, obviously, horror movies, and then you look at comic book movies, you look at dramas. They are well-rounded, and we're ready to get going right now.
Both of these squads, the one thing you know they're going to excel at, the intros. And somebody else who's not bad at intros himself, that golden throat sitting right there. Cue it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing Collider, with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. They are the number 6 ranked contenders, Mark Yodi Riley and Classy Clark Wolf, the Wolves of Steel.
it is hard to believe that.
Steel, it's the shining.
That is seriously.
Look at the weird stare.
Can you imagine going to a bar and running into these two?
Locked and loaded. Can they turn
Wow.
their gaze inward for some movie trivia knowledge? Stanley Kubrick would be proud.
Wow. Clark is just almost robotic almost.
Which is going to break character first?
It doesn't look like either one is going to.
They might hold this for the entire match. That would be an achievement in creepiness.
That really
As I was about to say, until I was shocked by that intro, it is hard to believe that they're only ranked 6th in tag team battles because the fact that, you know, Riley's a former singles champ and Clark Wolf is a former challenger of the singles championship, so it's really kind of surprising in the grand scheme, considering that Dewberry and Ricky, what's his name, are nowhere even close to the top 10 ranking in the singles competition.
Sitting in between Raggedy Ann and the guy who gets his body taken over by a
Crap.
fucking Men in Black. Just feels so good to be here. It's a great episode, you know.
That's good.
It's a good one.
Riley, nothing but in agreement with that burn.
I'll take it.
That makes sense. All right, here we go. So let's go over the round rules. And before I do that, I will say this, that during the match between Clark Wolf and Mark Riley, something that we've been meaning to mention also, there was a certain question that we had about a brown M&M.
Oh, dear God, like the Van Halen legend.
It was a brown M&M.
Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about this.
The question should have been worded. Both Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez had the problem with the brown M&Ms. That was not mentioned in the question, and it became a bit confusing. And the apology comes from the people here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown to Ms. Clark Wolf for that, and it's something I wanted to do on air with her while she was here.
Well, thank God there were no brown M&Ms in our green room, or else I would have thrown a fit. With all that out of the way, here's the rules for round 1. In round 1, you're going to get 8 questions to the field. Everybody answers at the same time. You're going to write down your answer on the whiteboard. When we ask you to reveal the answer, please
Everyone will
show it
answer
to
the
the
questions, and
camera at
Ricky
the same
will
time you verbalize
try to give an
into
answer.
the microphone. The 8 questions come from 8 different movie genres. Each question is worth 1 point. There is obviously no stealing. There is no penalty for missing a question. And we'll remind our competitors about the 2 newer rules in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. You each are awarded 1 challenge, where if you're not sure about a question or the answer to it, you may challenge. If that challenge is upheld, you get an additional challenge. We also have what has come to be known as the JTE rule, where you can ask for the host to
No,
reread
not the
question.
JTH
You get
rule,
3 of
the
those
JTE
per
rule.
round.
I have nothing to do with that rule.
Team Wolves of
Thank
Steel,
you.
are you guys ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Team ETC, are you ready?
Of course.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
All right, Mark, here we go. Your first question comes from the world of action/adventure movies. And your query is thus. Name the 3rd film in Robert Rodriguez's so-called mariachi trilogy.
So-called. Whoever did that can
Once
be
Upon a Time in
sorted.
Mexico, I believe it is, unless I'm thinking of the wrong franchise.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Mark Riley.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
That's correct.
Can you write bigger next time, Riley?
What did you have?
Machete.
Machete, Clark.
Once upon a time in
Machete.
Mexico.
Correct. Elliot.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
All right, 2 to 1. Wolves of Steel and ETC.
Ricky.
Can I
0 for
challenge
1.
my wrong answer?
Let's keep track of this, shall we? This could go on a little while.
What type of animal is voiced by Chris Rock in the Madagascar films?
Oh shoot. What is it?
Will that continue?
Well, I would like that to stop.
It was time. I couldn't.
Yeah, he's gonna write it really big now because he's a wise ass. 5,
I saw those movies.
I can't believe you have a problem with my writing.
3, 2, 1. Pen
Giraffe.
down, Ricky.
A giraffe?
Incorrect. Clark.
Zebra?
Oh,
Correct. Elliot.
Zebra.
Correct. Riley.
Zebra.
Correct. All right, there you go. 4-2.
I don't know what I'm more shocked at, that Ricky got the question wrong, or the fact that me and Ricky actually had the same answer, which is,
Your next question
to me, I should lose some intelligence points just for that.
is surprisingly married to Eva Mendes in what 2010 comedy?
I used to be a big fan of Will Ferrell, but his solo movies I've not been a big fan of. I did like him in Lego Movie though, so I guess he does have some redeeming quality.
Kicking and screaming?
That's incorrect, Elliot.
The other guys?
That's correct for 1 point. Mark.
The other guys.
Correct. And Ricky.
Semi-pro.
Incorrect. All right, so 5-3. Ricky is hitting a big boost.
Ricky.
Score.
0 for 3.
Category of drama.
Still counting.
Rachel McAdams loses her memory, and she can't recall even meeting her husband, Channing Tatum, in what romantic drama?
I don't know this one either. A lot of these are pretty tough.
Do you want this Gambit? Do you want to be?
No, I do not.
No.
I don't want Gambit movie. I don't think it's fun. It's good. No,
You try to do something nice for a guy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Elliot.
Time after time.
Correct. Riley.
Dear John?
Incorrect. Ricky.
The giraffe.
Give them all points so far.
The time traveler's wife?
No, we're looking for the vow.
No good.
The vow.
No good.
The vow. Nobody hits that.
Runs up on my Tatum.
Ricky over 4.
5-3, okay.
All right, your next question comes from family films. Ozzy Butterfield plays the title role in what Martin Scorsese movie? Back to the Vow. Did you ever see it? I did. Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't think I saw it.
You did. 5.
I can't remember if I saw the movie.
Oh, that's funny. 4,
$5 says Ricky gets this wrong.
2, 1, and pens down, and Mark Ryan.
Hugo.
That's correct. Ricky.
Please kill me.
Clark.
Hugo.
Correct.
Hugo.
Correct. 7-4.
And Elliot's
Yeah,
back
I like your
starting to
shirt.
get a little
Your
heavy.
shirt's really cool.
All right, here we go. Next category, in the category of fantasy sci-fi. Who directed the movie Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
He's got a prisoner. I visited Azkaban as a youth.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It's kind of like a scared street.
A lot of these questions have been really hard so far.
3, 2, 1, and Ricky.
Finally one I know. Pierce Morgan.
That's incorrect. Clark.
Alfonso Cuarón.
Correct. Elliot.
Alfonso Cuarón.
Correct. And
Cuarón, that's
Riley.
right.
Alfonso Cuarón.
That's correct. 9-5 here, and Ricky has gotten nothing right. All right.
Newsflash.
Ricky having a
Ricky
hell of a golf
sucks.
game thus far.
I'm just setting up for the next one.
Elliot scoring all 5 of these.
Yes, I haven't got any
Next
questions right
question
either, but
is
you
in
know,
the realm of horror
hey, I
and
did get
murder
one question
movies.
right. That's one more than what Ricky has
Which
so far.
actress played
I'm
Carrie
available,
White
Elliot.
in the 2013
Just saying.
remake
Just
of the
saying.
classic horror flick Carrie.
I think that some of the competitors don't realize all
And you have to write it down after you think.
That's
Two things to multitask.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Clark Wolf.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Correct. And then Elliot.
Chloe Moretz.
Correct. Riley.
Chloe Moretz.
Correct.
Did he?
Ricky.
A null sign.
Okay.
Goose said he's got one category left to make a showing here.
11-6. All right, here we go.
JTH 1, Ricky
Next
0.
category, your final category in the category of famous directors.
Damn it!
Name one film in which Steve McQueen directed Michael Fassbender.
12 Years a Slave is 1.
They're all writing, which is a good sign early.
Not a great sign. I think Ricky's just doing cartoons at this point. All right, 5,
That's the one I remember.
4,
That'd be enough, though.
2, 1. Elliot.
Hunger?
That is
That is
correct.
correct.
Wow.
All right, Riley.
12 Years a Slave.
Correct. Nothing from Ricky and Clark.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave. Correct. And now we're going
Yay!
to round number
I
2.
beat
Mark,
Ricky.
tell us how round number
I
2
win
works.
nothing.
The rules for round 2 are as follows. Each team gets to spin at the wheel. If you don't like the category you spin, you are allowed to have a mulligan. You spin again, whatever
That
category
was-
it lands on. Each team is going to get
That
6
was downright
questions from
pathetic,
said
really.
category. Each
If,
question is
if
worth
Elliot
10
had
points.
any
Not sure the answer, you can
sort
check
of
the
help
multiple
at
choice,
all,
at which point the value of the
they
question
could
goes
really
down
go
to
somewhere in
1.
team
Keep in
competition.
mind,
Because Elliot does
there
know his
is
stuff, but
ceiling in round
God, he needs
2,
some
and
freaking
you're
help.
allowed to consult with your teammate on each and every question. Wolves of Steel, you guys are in a commanding lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to ETC?
We're going first.
Here they go. They're looking for the knockout punch. Spin, please. Car thriller on the wheel.
You get it?
Round
You
and
get it?
round it goes.
Oh.
Boy, so close.
I didn't see everything that was on there. Looked like,
This is what we talked about. They're so lucky.
I'm not really sure any weaknesses they actually had. Nothing that I saw on there.
Spinning the wheel.
Wow.
I see classics on there. I don't know if they were if that's a weakness of theirs or not.
What do you got, guys?
Movie release dates.
Movie
See?
Oh, I didn't see that on
Their
there.
friend Scott Mance might be coming in to help ETC.
Oh my
against
God!
all
It's
odds.
movie release day.
This might have been a great call for ETC. All right, here we go. What year did Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers come out?
Oh, it's the second one. It's 2002 or
They get a couple steals.
2003.
Could be right back in it.
4, 3, 2.
2002.
That's correct. 2 points.
2 points. The move hasn't paid off yet for ETC.
I'm shocked that I actually remembered that.
Gave life to the genie in Disney's Aladdin in what year?
1992. Many people think it's 93. It's actually 92.
5, 4, 3.
1993.
That's incorrect.
Oh shit! Even they thought it was 93.
Can't come up with choices.
1994.
1992 is the correct. All right, next question.
Fun fact: Aladdin was actually the first movie I ever saw as a kid in theaters.
What year? Notting Hill, She's All That, and Never Been Kissed.
Sometime in the 90s. I have no clue.
5,
1998.
incorrect.
1999.
That's correct.
Whoa!
2 points.
That
there.
might help
That's
them
a big
stave
steal.
off being knocked out.
It does. All right, next category. Sorry, next question. The sword and sorcery film The Beastmaster was released in what year?
Never even heard of it.
Is it 1978, 19...
Well, I wasn't even in the right decade. I was thinking 60s, so
or 1987?
not even freaking close. 82.
That's correct for 1
Oh
point.
shit!
And your last question in this category. Two more questions. I apologize. Martin Scorsese's early triumph, Mean Streets, was released in what year?
Multiple choice.
Is it 1972?
So far, the movie release dates just really tripped them up, but so far they've been holding their own. 72.
1972.
Incorrect.
D.
It's incorrect. And your last question in this category, it really looked like this helped out.
What was the answer?
tremendously.
Good call by the boys.
Don't even know.
Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead was released in what year?
Oh, was that 2006?
5, 4.
Okay. Multiple choice.
Is it 2002, 2004, 2006, or 2008?
I think it's 2006.
Sorry, 2002, 2004, 2006, or 2008?
Oh, God. I'm second guessing everything. 2004.
That's correct. 1 point. All right, so at the end of round
Way
2,
earlier than I thought it was.
79.
Hey, it could have been a lot worse for ETC if they had spun something like hard.
I was still in high school when that movie came out.
They managed to stave off elimination.
I feel
for the time
very
being.
old now.
All right, so now it's up to
Should have dressed
ETC.
up like Scott Mann.
Here we go. All right, guys. So give
Here
it
it goes, my last
big
time
spin.
spinning the wheel.
Big spin. All right, big spin.
All right.
Can't get questions right and does the
Spin by Ricky.
wimpiest spin I've ever seen.
Landing on Julia
Roberts.
Take it.
I mean,
You want to spin again?
is that what you want?
No.
Whatever you want. That's probably the best decision he said all
Are
day.
we gonna stick with it?
No. Do you want to spin again?
They're having a stare down to see who admits they want Julia
I
Roberts.
promise, spin again.
We'll spin again.
Yeah, spin again.
There's no need to ask Ricky, Elliot. It's not
I
like
think
he's
most
going to
people
help
really
you
wanted
out any.
Julia, They just didn't want to admit it.
No, maybe. I think Elliot wanted nothing to do with Julia Roberts. And it's landing on Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
They've seen a lot of Will Smith movies in their day.
I can't imagine since they came out to Bad Boys.
Your first question in the category of Will Smith. Will has been nominated for an Oscar twice. For Ali and which other film?
Pursuit of Happiness. Or some concussion.
5, 4.
Multiple choice?
Yeah.
Is
No, it's
it
not
A, The
concussion.
Pursuit of Happiness, B, Where Did They
That's
Take
right,
You,
because there was that big
C, Winter's
uproar
Tale,
because he
or
wasn't
D,
nominated.
Concussion?
It's Pursuit of Happiness. Certain about that.
5.
Concussion.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Pursuit of
That
Happiness?
was, that was during the
Big,
Oscar So
big
White
steal towards a knockout.
uproar.
Your next question.
My
What
personal
was
opinion, I don't think he
Will's
should have been
occupation
nominated
in the
personally. I
movie
mean,
Enemy
it was a
of
good
the State?
performance, yes, but I don't think it was that. I don't think it was quite there.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a lawyer, B, a chef, C, a politician,
I mean, there was a lot of great,
or D, a teacher?
There was a lot of great performances that year. I just don't think Will was quite on par with those other performances that
A
year.
teacher.
That is incorrect.
Okay, lawyer.
Another point
Correct.
for Wolves of Steel.
All right, so now ETC
So much for
is
my
in
theory that
supposed to be knocked out.
Riley is going to
They're
be
inching off the cliff as
caught
well
up
as
looking
where
for
the
his
end of Thelma and
singles
Louise.
title
wanna make
match.
it
He hasn't
interesting.
had to worry about
Yeah.
that based on
Your next question.
Ricky's incompetence so far.
In your comeback, Will co-stars with Kevin Kline in which movie?
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
2 points.
Correct.
Yes.
Out of knockout
The
order.
comeback.
I
There
actually
you go.
don't
All right.
mind that movie as
In
much as
Bad Boys,
yeah, it's
Marcus
bad. It's a
says he would
cheese
never
fest,
eat
but
from what
I actually
restaurant?
do get some humor by that movie.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, McDonald's, B, Denny's, C, Popeyes, or D, In-N-Out Burger?
You would think a Bad Boys question they would actually know this.
Popeyes?
Incorrect.
Denny's?
Correct.
1 point
Wow.
for the Wolves of Steel.
All right.
And Christian, it's looking like it could get to that point if
They're still
the Wolves of Steel can get another steal here. Name the film that paired experienced con artist Will Smith with pilfering newcomer Margot Robbie.
Is it Suicide Squad?
What the fuck was that called?
No.
They do not care that children watch the show.
5.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Breaking Point, B, 7 Pounds, C, Focus, or D,
Focus,
Collateral
yeah.
Damage? 1 point
There
for
you go.
ETC.
So alive here.
20
I
to
actually
12
forgot
in
that
your
they were
last
in
question
another movie
in
together.
round 2. What was Will's occupation in the film Independence Day?
I think it was
Oh,
a fighter pilot.
he was a fighter jet pilot. Yeah.
2 points
Yeah.
for
Oh, okay.
ETC. They are going on.
Yeah, I
a
knew
I
it.
just want to thank my mom for making me watch
Trick question
Independence
for a
Day.
second.
So as we
Thought there
are
was more
now
to it. I mean,
getting to
I was thinking
round number 3.
fighter pilot, didn't he?
Mark, tell me how it goes.
Because he was.
For round
It'd
3,
been
the rules
kind of
are
weird if
as
he was just a
follows. Each
teacher
team is
and
gonna
just
have 3
started
questions.
flying
Those questions are going to range in
jets.
value from 2 points, then 3 points, and then
But
5
knowing Will Smith, what else
points.
was he
You are
doing?
not allowed to confer with your teammate on the 2-pointer or the 3-pointer. You are allowed to discuss amongst your teammates with the 5-pointer. Once you guys
The real
decide
question
who's
is
answering the 2 and
is
who's answering the 3 based
Clark
on the category,
and Riley even
we'll
going to
then
have to
ask you
answer a
the
question?
So we're going to need a series of numbers.
That would be a miracle and a
3
half right
total,
now as it
ranging
is.
from 1 to 25. Wolves of Steel, you're in the lead. Which numbers would you like to select?
4, 14, and 19.
Okay, I will be asking you the questions. Christian will be asking ETC the questions. What numbers would you like?
20, 17, and 6.
In order to avoid the TKO, ETC will now go first. You picked category 20 for your first category. All right, category 20 is comedy.
Comedy. Ricky.
So this is Ricky.
It's the joke.
Can't wait to see Wolves of Steel squirm on this one. Who plays the title role in 2003's black comedy Bad Santa?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
That's
I was going to
correct.
say,
2 points.
if he missed that,
Ricky
good
got it.
God.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
As Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
All right. Question.
Morgan Freeman.
Number 2. Category 17 for your 3-pointer. You chose Denzel Washington.
Denzel
Who was
Washington. That's
Denzel's
Bad Santa.
adversary in Crimson Tide?
Never saw that movie.
5, 4, 3.
John Malkovich.
Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman. All right. So in order to avoid the
Never
TKO,
got that.
ETC must hit this question. If they do not, the Wolves of Steel will win and play the Patriots for the title in just around 3 weeks. You chose category number 6 for your 5-pointer in the category of 80s films. Violet, Dora Lee, and Judy are office workers in which comedy?
9 to 5.
That is correct.
They have the lead.
21
They are
I'm
in
glad I
the
have to
lead.
leave that question.
21,
Good pull. Yeah.
21, 20. Now it bounces back to Wolves of Steel.
I'm actually
All
shocked.
Wolves
Clark
of
and
Steel
Riley
have
actually do have to answer at least
answer
one question.
One question, but we've seen that be a harder task than it would appear to be in games past. Will that prove true today? Your question in the category number 4 is dramas.
Oh,
Who would like to take a shot at it?
not their strong suit on any of those.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, Riley's going to take it for the win.
I'd like to point out they're now fully out of character from The Shining. Who played Master Magician Eisenheim in the 2006 drama The Illusionist?
Edward Norton.
And your winners, playing for the titles against the Patriots, they are Clark, Wolf, Mark, Riley, the Wolves of Steel.
So the score actually looks a lot closer than this outcome actually was, because once again it just goes to show if Elliott just had any help whatsoever, he could actually be really have a good team, a good stable there. But Ricky, he needs to get his movie knowledge in check. That I think he's ultimately the he's obviously the weakest link in that group. He really needs to up his game if they're ever going to have any chance of any kind of title shot whatsoever, because once again, Ricky is pretty much responsible for them not getting a title shot.
Emma Fife here with Mark Riley, Clark Wolf, the Wolves of Steel, who won here today, and congratulations to both of you. It's really nice to see.
So that's pretty much going to do it here for the JTH Reacts. That was the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, ETC versus Wolves of Steel. Wolves of Steel prevailing, as I expected them to do. Ultimately, they had to work a little bit harder than I would have thought about 25 minutes ago. But a win is a win. They get the title shot. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do against the Patriots. I think it's going to be. I think they will be the favorites once that fight happens, because by the time that match is over, the Riley match with Roca will be completed. He will finally have his head clear of everything involving the singles title shots. So I think once that title shot takes place, I think he will be completely ready for that team title match. And honestly, I think the Wolves of Steel will probably win that match and will probably be the new champions. But that will be for that coming time. I think he said 3 weeks time. So it will be interesting to see what happens when that match takes place. So this has been JTH Reacts. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your host JTH Thane. Thank you for watching, and adieu.